Hello everyone, my name is Abhinav. This is my KTM 390 adventure, and I'm on my local trails again, summer sprint. It's been 2 weeks since I last rode here. So I've made a few tweaks to the motorcycle. Last time I told you I was running Nobbies. These are Torque R O2s by Rice. And today I also have the Norifumi Whoops exhaust for this motorcycle that I just installed last evening. Let's just quickly hear the bike and then get going. So right now this is with the DB killer inside. Without the DB killer it'll get too loud, so it's a problem, taking the bike out in the morning from my colony. I don't want to do that from my locality. I think it sounds nice. Let's get riding. I'm running 18 psi on either end. My friends are up ahead. I told them that I'll catch up. So yeah, let's go. The bike is in off-road mode. TC is off. Rear ABS is disabled. Okay. Let's go. There's a lot of traffic today on the trail. Oh, there's mud as well. But it's okay. I saw a lot of four-wheelers go in. Jeeps, Jimneys, Hiluxes. Gotta respect the locals and the cattle. And then a group of KLXs also went in. The exhaust sounds nice from the rider's perspective. What is that? They've created an artificial lake over here. I don't know if you can hear the exhaust. I most certainly can, and I'm liking it. Hopefully next weekend or probably the weekend after that, I will have my suspension also. I've ordered a Zedling rally suspension, 250 travel for this motorcycle, built according to my weight and riding style. So that should be fun, hopefully. Not that the suspension of this motorcycle is bad for what I do, but I mean, I just wanted to play around and see how good this bike can become, with custom suspension calibrated to my style and weight. Lots of wildlife. I'm also thinking of cutting down the front windscreen, because it's quite in your face when you're riding like this on top of the handlebars. But honestly, it hasn't really bothered me that much, but just in case, I pick up the pace and then it does. So why be in a situation like that? But I just don't know how to cut it, who will cut it, whether it can be done properly, whether it will look like a finished product. I really wish, KTM launched the power parts screen in India. It's shorter. It does exactly what I'm trying to achieve by cutting the windscreen. So yeah. I'll just start going through. I have knobbies, right? So, oopsie. Let's go from here. Although, now that the new suspension's gonna come and I just installed this exhaust yesterday, I realized something. Because the new suspension is longer, the rear shock is 250 mm, so it's obviously going to be longer. It's going to push the swing arm down, and there's not enough clearance for the exhaust mid pipe. So we'll have to figure that out, how we're going to do that. Man, the bike is sounding awesome. Now this stretch is where, I sometimes feel that you need stiffer suspension, because softer suspension on the Himalayan and, this motorcycle also, the rear shock is quite soft on this bike. So it sort of makes the motorcycle a bit wallowy. There's not a lot of confidence, it sort of bounces around. So to eliminate that, I thought of doing the custom suspension. Now I would have liked the WB suspension that KTM makes for this motorcycle, the WB Pro suspension, although it's just not available in India. Now, had it been about spending 2.5 lakh rupees on that suspension, I would still have probably done it. In fact, I wanted to do it, but getting it here, I got to know that somebody's gonna get it here, but they're asking for $4,000. That's just ridiculous. Like almost 4 lakh rupees for suspension for this bike doesn't make sense for something that costs about 2.5 lakh rupees in the international market. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Man, the exhaust is sounding awesome. It just feels like a dirt bike, right now. So bloody good. So we're gonna go till the point of a temple on this trail, then turn back and go do the slight flowy but enduro-ish section, the CRPF campsite. That'll be fun. I also need to get my bike fixed. There's a lot of rattling noise coming from where the instrument console is. It's driving me crazy, man. It's been 2 weeks and I've not been able to figure out where exactly it's from. Opened the headlight and everything, not there, nothing. There are no loose screws here. Inside the headlight bay, nothing. So I just don't know. What the hell has happened here? It's all dug out or flattened out, sorry. I'll just sit, take a breather, give my lower back a little bit of rest. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pull the DB killer out because the sound is just fine for me. Also, now some might ask, why did I do an exhaust? Just for the looks of it. I was bored. I wanted to try something new, so I got the exhaust. No particular performance reasons or sound reasons. I don't care about either. The bike has plenty of performance, plenty. 44, 45 horsepower is plenty enough for anybody. All right. Okay, slow down. Oh shit, they were waiting here. Okay, so these are my friends. I'll introduce them later. Saksham, let's ride with Saksham, who has a very loud motor wing exhaust on his bike. How nice of them to wait. I told them, go ahead, don't worry about me, because I had to, sort of link the mic to the camera. Oh, got smacked in the face by that branch. बाबा वाले कट से सीआरपीएफ चलो ओके लेट्स डू लेट्स गो ब्रो You know, the fact that this bike is a quick shifter is such a boon off-road. Like, I hope the electronics never fail, but otherwise it's such a big boon. To not go for the clutch every single time you have to shift up or down. With knobbies, I'm not really concerned about going through puddles. I can at speed also. Just plenty of grip there. KTM riders are the slowest. Here, Yogesh and I and Daksh. Let's overtake. Gotta be safe. Fourth. Come back to third. Saksham flying. Man, there's traffic today. Need to tighten the mirror also. Oh, took a big hit. Front wheel got deflected a little. Oops. This was a group that was asking us where the trail was. Surprised it took them this long to reach here. Okay, now we'll take a left. Let me quickly fix this. What's the plan? CRPF, no? CRPF? Okay. All right. Now we'll have a little bit of a technical section. Not much, but just, like Summer Sprint is just a straight highway. This one at least has some undulations, small rock gardens, and a climb as well. A rocky climb, it's fun to do that. Ow! Got smacked. Oh, I once crashed into these rocks on the Himalayan when the ABS did not stop. Really messed that up. I used to be clean here, very clean. My lines used to be clean. What the hell? The rocks seem to be gone. Fucking stalled it, man. Is it because of the exhaust? I don't know. Or is it because I'm bad? Could be either. I think I'll need a fuel X on this bike soon. Okay, this is where the rock garden used to be years ago. It's been bypassed there. That used to be the way. First gear, back to second. This is still not the climb. That's gonna come soon. Yeah, now. The rocks have really displaced because of the rain. Used to be hella rocky. Who am I riding with? Daksh. Guys, what do you think of the number plate holder that he has? You know, he's removed the rear part of the number plate holder, which sort of also protects you from, you know, all the mud and dirt and water that gets sprayed back from the rear tire. So I'm not sure about that. I think it looks good. Gives that whole tail tidy look. Let's go, let's go. They'll come. If I remember, this used to be a climb, yeah. Very small gradient, but or have they cut it? Oh no 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 no! I have to go there. I have to go there. There. Chal. Yeah, this was the climb, no? And now we'll just climb this particular little hill. Oh yeah. All right. Bye bye.